Today I discovered there are AI ads running on YouTube of me scamming people with AI and crypto. Truly my worst nightmare reimagined. I thought it couldn't get worse. And then I saw the start of the ad. This has been getting hundreds of views on YouTube, and they're going to do this. This is the first frame of the video. So basically right on bar. Let's watch and see what's going on. Hi everybody, this is voidzilla, and I don't usually do videos like this, but the crypto market is going through a major crash, panic, sell-offs, red candles everywhere. But it's in moments like these. Where do they always use, this is how you know these crypto scammers. They always use this crappy stock video garbage. They think it makes their scams more believable. It makes them less believable. Everyone knows that this is exactly what a scammer would use. Like, hey, get stock photo motion array of guy typing on keyboard 4K. That the best opportunities are born. In this video, I collaborated with an amazing team of developers at Uniswap on creating a tool to help make a little profit during these times. You'll get a step-by-step tutorial on how to stay sharp and act wisely even during a market downturn. Don't miss your chance to get smarter. Oh, they're messing up the lip sync. I thought the lip sync was pretty decent, and then they're jacking it up here. Don't miss your chance to get smarter while others are panicking. Today, I'll show you more, 4K Bitcoin video. So yeah, that's basically how it is. I just want to walk through it. I've been getting sent this over and over and over just because of my community. People are concerned that I've turned to AI scamming. Don't worry. And I see why. They have the illustrious name voidzilla. And then here's another channel, voidzilla with 3 L's and 2 A's. Now, what's frustrating to me is that they can use, this is like a YouTube, you know how YouTube kind of keeps making its own features like worse somehow? They've done this thing where anyone can add any playlists to their like homepage. So what scammers are able to do, they've put my real videos in the fake person's homepage. So it looks legitimate because my real videos are just kind of sitting here and you're like, oh, that must be the real voidzilla. No, in fact, it is not. Another thing I noticed is these guys are working in 4K, dude. In fact, 4K 60. I thought AI was worse than the real product, but I only run 4K 30. So you can actually watch a higher quality version of me. Here, this is, I actually don't know how that picture's 4K, but whatever. I guess AI can only do so much. You see a bunch of fake comments here, though. We have the dislike button not working, so you can't tell that this is a fake scam video. They have a bunch of comments, even stuff like, voidzilla will always have my trust. He is the most authentic and real crypto journalist there. Thanks for the tip, brother. So that's obviously a bot. And while I have a lot to say about the overall implications of this technology, I will say in this particular instance, I'm not too worried just because it's such a detailed like crypto scam that I imagine most people are not going to even bother. Like it's just a lot of work. It's this long tutorial of like hand filling in, individual things. Hopefully you guys are too lazy to get scammed by this. That's my fingers crossed moment. Or you just know that I wouldn't start a video like this. Hopefully that was the dead giveaway. I mean, you might have seen the crisp 4K quality and thought, this is the real deal. No, but listen, I think this is worth talking about. We've been trying to punt the problem of AI deepfakes for a while. We've addressed it here on this channel. We've addressed how, these companies are training on YouTube videos to try to generate YouTube videos. We saw that with OpenAI. Like, remember that face that they gave?
Videos on YouTube?
Many of the companies have been illegally doing that, and this is the result. You've got this great cinema being created over here. The lip syncing, like I said, it's hit or miss, but the real problem is the trend line is that it's getting more realistic, right? So I don't know what other communities are going to do. I mean, I think most people in this community thought it was funny, thought it was like, it's ridiculous that someone would do this. But I think people in less warned communities would easily fall for something like this coming from their favorite creator. Obviously not if they're doing detailed crypto stuff like this, but maybe a simpler scam. I think the most obvious scam that a lot of this stuff is going to be used for is like romance scams. Once again, no threat here. But but I think people are gonna, AI deepfake like Brad Pitt in a hospital being like, "Baby, I need you to send $50." Like, I think that's gonna be a huge thing. And the better this stuff gets, the easier it's gonna be to do, deploy, and it's just very sad. I think these platforms need to start grappling with, like, how do you stop this from happening? Maybe starting with not letting random people imitate profile pictures. Like, isn't that the most obvious? The thing that always blows me away is, how are the scammers' tools, like, so much better than the detection tools of the platform? I've never understood this. You've got the YouTube, multi-billion-dollar company. You've got a scammer with $5 and like a MacBook who can throw this whole charade together. And like, how can we not detect this? How are we not able to see that suddenly CoffeeZilla is running ads to scam people with crypto? That might not be me. I don't know. That's always blown me away. How can we not detect like the same comments over and over again, the spam comments? This is something I've been complaining about forever, but unfortunately, I think it's going to take people actually losing money and complaining or suing YouTube or going after, doing some legal thing for YouTube to actually take serious action on this. I'm sure eventually these channels will be flagged and removed, but like, in terms of how do you stop it before the problem occurs, I don't know, and I don't think we're equipped as a society to deal with that. So I just wanted to let you know that, one, it was not me, right? If the AI does not fit, the lips do not fit, you must acquit. And then also, this is going to be a huge problem in the future. Maybe not for our community, right? I'm not going to be romance scamming anybody. I'm definitely not going to be teaching you how to use Uniswap to send a scammer money. But in other communities, I think this is a big deal. That's why I wanted to flag it and to let all of you know who are sending me this that yes, I did see it. And yes, I'm ready to sue for this highly defamatory first frame. I just think that if you're going to put me in 4K 60, find a better starting frame, please. That is offensive and hurtful to my reputation. All right, that's basically it. I'll see you next time.